YouTubers, I am DanVanDam from the Daily Gamepad. So, okay, today we are going to talk about, well, Steam, or in this case Valve, because if I say Steam, people automatically know what the hell I'm talking about mostly. Valve wants to, or is thinking, heavily considering, either coming out with a home console or doing something in the home console market. That might either be innovative or something that can be taxing to a lot of electronic enthusiasts. Now, dating all the way back, everyone knows, it's common knowledge that consoles are simplified versions of a personal computer. And you look at now, consoles are practically a freaking computer. They do just about everything for a gamer's perspective that a home computer can do. Exception to give you porn, exception like around the 360 unless you mod it. But either way, you look at all of that and you go, okay, so how is Valve going to contribute this to the market? Now, I don't even know too much about, what their bigger plans are, the huge plans in the long run. I mean, you have all these specs thrown out, these concepts of the controller, and I just hope it isn't motion control, by the way. I'll just throw my head through a wall. But with Valve behind it, I have a lot of influential respect towards that. Why? Because Gabe and this company are just intelligent salesmen. While at the same time they still have a couple things to tweak out with their company, because there's a couple problems here and there that it kind of annoys you, at the same time it really does. I mean, for example, where the hell is Half-Life 2 Episode 3? I've been waiting for that. You leave us on a damn cliffhanger and you just leave us dangling there with our genitalia in our hands, waiting for the conclusion or the next part. And of course, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're playing Diablo 3 beta. Leave us alone. Yeah, we're playing World of Warcraft. We want to finish it. Yeah, mess off. Yeah, we're making money digital now. We don't need no damn episode 3. Yeah." But you look at all this and you say, okay, these guys make AAA titles that are usually very successful. Team Fortress 3, at first when it first came out, was a simple price, great quota. A lot of people loved it, even on the consoles, even though the support for the consoles was not vaguely, if not mostly supported. Like, it was there just to be there. It was not as great. For example, when it came to a lot of the mechanics in the game, it was kind of dumbed down, that is. Obviously, the personal computer or the PC got much more assets towards that, same as the Macintosh or the Mac. So, how the hell can Gabe pull this off? Quite simply, put something on this console that all three of these major companies out there are not producing, something that they will never thought of. Now, you have on Live, which I have a lot of respect for this company. The idea is great. I mean, I personally don't mind digital downloads or digital distribution. I don't mind it. It does not bother me because it's convenient for me. And quite frankly, you always get a better deal versus trying to find a physical copy sometimes. And you're supporting the company, because most of the companies out there that does this, because it's quite simply put an easy way for them to distribute their items. At the same time, it's a bane, and it's like a double-edged sword, for example, because it can also lead to piracy, which is a bad thing. And this is the thing that Gabe and Valve, I think, have to really consider, thinking of a way making it almost practically difficult, I mean super difficult, to crack this thing. I mean, there's hackers out there that can freaking, solve a Rubik's Cube within half a second. So, this probably couldn't be nothing for them, but make it so damn challenging to hack it, it makes it impossible. Or give these hackers a reason not to hack it so they'll actually support the company. And that's really challenging. I mean, especially for companies such as the creators of Witcher 2. And why am I bringing up the piracy part? Because that's the major bane, I think, in most consoles today, because of the way that since emulation came out, it's been dangerous for a lot of companies. I mean, heck, even back to the Commodore 64, old school computers that everyone doesn't even know about. If you mention floppy disk, they think you're talking about your penis, and they start chuckling their heads off, little damn kids. But yeah, I mean, you just look at all this up to now, and you're thinking, how's this going to work? Because personally, what they wanted to do is make this a 4-year plan kind of a console. Now, Rich was talking to us, which is Review Tech USA, was talking to us about as well, and you know, his point was very valid. You know, it has to be a long-run console, or it has to run very long in order to succeed versus other consoles on the market. I understand they're trying to be their own thing and just, you know, making it so it's accessible, but I can also see it as this. If you're going to make a personal computer or a console, my big idea or my big concept would be to develop new video cards or new BIOS-based video cards that a home consumer can just plug and play with their console. Just pull it out, turn on the console, works. Light little patch, little clicking noises for no reason, works just like that. Works the brand new games out there. And this will be able to be developed so that way it's all emulated. So most of the components aren't really required, but at the same time are there, being able to hold the backbone of most of these compatible 3D cards, or not 3D cards, well, I'm thinking back 93, aren't I? Video cards, and yeah, you just see it as this big picture of how they can possibly do this, because I like Valve. I think Valve is a great company, and they have so many great things going for them right now when it comes to digital distribution, as well as their, let's face it, a lot of their games are fucking awesome. So I'm just hoping in the long run, that they can succeed in the console market. While I'm not going to ever say that the home console market at the moment is stale, I would like to see more innovation in the future. I mean, the 3DS was a little bit innovative. The style and the concept was great. The PS Vita, you know, it's just a freaking handheld. I mean, let's face it, it doesn't truly provide anything we haven't already seen already. Of course, someone's gonna like tug my collar here and go, yeah, well, the 3DS is being able to successfully pull off 3D without 3D glasses, though, that's innovative. Up until the cell phones nowadays, they all have the same concept. Why are they doing that? Because they know it's a good idea, or it's popular, or of course they're trying to compete. So it's not a bad idea. So innovative. So in the long run, let's look at this entire scenario. You have Nintendo, you would have Sony, you would have Microsoft with their Xbox consoles, and we're not going to talk about anything else when it comes to the products that Microsoft puts out. Zune. Sorry, a little bit of phlegm in my throat there. But either way, I just hope that, and they also hope that this can work out for Valve. In closing, I just hope the controller is simplified. It's a nice controller, fantastic. It isn't bullshit to work with, and it's compact and at the same time durable, because we want a controller that won't be breaking too often. Hear that, Valve? You already took my soul away with the half-broken Team Fortress 2 because the Team Fortress 3 is broken. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, the guns are bounced. No, they're not. No, they're not. But anyway, I'm only saying that to give people shit. So, in closing, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It brought some ideas to your mind. It helped you accumulate the possibilities of Valve pushing themselves in the home console market, because quite frankly, it would be cool to see what Gabe and Valve can do with the console market. I am DanVanDam from the DailyGamePad.com. I'd like to say thank you guys so much for listening in, as well as watching me wiggle around like a moron. But you guys get the point. Very rambuskish and very cheesy. At the same time, I'm going to say, oh man, and say thank you so much for watching.